Alright, data pack. I don't know what the fuck am I doing here? Okay. Data packs are loaded. World name. This might suck. Alright, welcome back. Last week, if you saw, we got our librarians sorted out. At least 3 of them. We got Mending, Fortune 3, and Silk Touch, which was all I needed for this next part. It sucked. It was slow. I burned through an entire iron axe to get it working, but we got it sorted out. And so now I've got 2 diamond pickaxes. I've got Mending on both. I've got Fortune 3 on one and Silk Touch on the other. And aside from a couple other setbacks, just clear this. Oh, no, no, no. Ah! Fuck! And then oh, not these little bats. Oh, come on. No. No, 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 no. Come on. I hate them. There's another one. All right, let's just go over there. We're crazy. Why did I let you in? Oh, my God. Come on. I can't. Not to a bait. Fuck my life. We are ready to now go back into the mine to get more diamonds because we are going to need a crap ton more. I've got to armor up for diamonds. I've got to then create more librarians to enchant that armor, and which means we're gonna have to take care of some stuff. So let's get back into the mines. So I'm just going to burn up what's left of this iron axe, and then we'll switch over to diamonds. But not much else to say about it. Again, we go 3 up and 5 over, leaving 2 on. Oh, there's some redstone. Cool. So now I will switch to my Silk Touch axe and just mine out the entire block. Because what will happen if I use the Fortune right now, you already get a lot of redstone when you mine a block like that, and the Fortune 3 will just exponentially increase how much redstone you get out of a block, so your inventory is going to fill up really quick. This way, I just Silk Touch the blocks. I come back with solid blocks instead of individual redstone, and then I can just mine it all out later with my Fortune 3 axe. And since redstone gives XP, I will recharge my axes as I use the Fortune 3 on that redstone block. So that's the reason that I wanted Silk Touch and redstone. Jesus. Again, I'm going to learn how to talk eventually. Not today, but eventually I will learn how to speak. What I was saying is that is why I want a Fortune 3 pickaxe and a Silk Touch pickaxe. Same thing with the Lollapalooza. That stuff gives a lot of pieces when you mine it out with a normal axe. So instead, I just take out the entire block with Silk Touch and then sort it all out when I get back upstairs. Now that I'm just about burned out on this iron axe. Crap, I don't have any blocks handy. Hold on. Not a big deal. We got this. It's okay. Just throw some deep slate there real quick. Not going to need the shovel. And we go back. And luckily, the lava didn't... Oh, that's a whole big little lake there, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to have to get clever about this, I think. What do I want to do? Let's see. Okay. Going to block that off. And then... I don't know why I did that, but okay. And now... Give me a second. Wow, it's deep. All right. You out, you, and oh, come on, man. All right, there's a whole thing happening. This is why, see, normally when you're on level 56, you don't run into these lakes like that. But if we were on 59, at the bottom, yeah, there's diamonds and all that. There's all the same stuff, but all that lava would be on top of our heads and much more difficult to figure out. But whatever, we got this. Mine this out. Go back to, yeah, it's a whole, is there a room up here? Let's see. Little explore, little side mission. Yeah, there's a whole ass room up there that we are not going to go in because I don't want to. So, we're just going to seal this up and mind our business. Everything just hunky, sort of dory. Alright, maybe not totally hunky, but you know, close enough. We're fine. It's fine. Nobody died, nobody got incinerated, and we've got our redstone. On to the next row. We might skip a couple just so we don't run back into this lake, but all good. Carrying on. Alright, and with that, my fortune axe is just about tapped out. We've got 14 diamond blocks, which that's going to translate to as much as 32, 33 diamonds, which would be nice. Hopefully we get that. I think the range is like 2.0 to 2.5 times for the Fortune 3. Anyway, we got that. We got a crap load of redstone and the blue stuff. You even found some gold. All of that, when I mine it with the Fortune 3, is going to go back into recharging the Fortune Axe and the Silk Axe because you get XP off of those. So, bonus, and we will go topside and sort all that out now. Alright, now, look, our farm is all nice and full and ready to be harvested. Okay, we need to find a spot to lay out these blocks so that I can mine them up with the Fortune 3, and I think up here will be as good as any, so just lay these out. 8. I don't know why I'm counting them. It says what down right in the window how many they have. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right, let's see what we got out of this. We're gonna put the silk in the offhand because the XP gained from mining the blocks will charge both tools at the same time, which is sweet and something that Bedrock doesn't do. So these guys, 5, 6. We had, what do we have? We had 14 blocks, right? So let's see how many diamonds we get out of that. We're at 16 so far. 18, 20, 22. Alright, so my math was a little off. Whatever. Sue me. 22 diamonds. It's better than 14. Alright, what do we do next? Let's lay out. Wait, where are we? Can we still... Alright, blue stuff. Back to fortune. But you see the fortune, the little meter at the bottom of the axe has already gone up. That's why mending was so important. You know that. Come on, this isn't your first rodeo with Minecraft. Jeez. What am I explaining? Like, this I'm the first guy to ever play this thing. I'm making these discoveries. Okay. Big stack of redstone. We had 69 blocks. When we started, we had 69 blocks. And now we're just going to crack through all these. We're going to get all XP'd up. The axes will be repaired. It's going to be great. After all said and done, got 22 diamonds, like 5.5 stacks of redstone. Some blue stuff, a little bit of gold, not a big deal, but we won't need that till later. We're doing good. I think now it's time we start making some armor. So we go up here, and we'll start with the boots, and you'll equip those. And we'll make us a chest plate, and I don't think I'm having enough for a full set. Ooh, that chest plate was expensive. So we'll do that. We'll arm that. Come back. We'll make some pants. We'll work on a helmet or pants. Pants will be more important, I think. And not enough for a helmet. Alright, so we're going to have to get more diamonds to make the helmet, but that's not too bad. Huh? Mostly suited up. Look at this. Look at this, huh? Stylish. I look good in diamonds. Alright, what do we do next? So we have now a full crops to be harvested. So I think we're going to do that and take care of that so that we can start growing more. And after that, I'm kind of at a loss here. What are we going to do? I'm going to grab all these carrots first. And then we will move on to the taters. After that, we get the hay, or the straw, or we can get what it's actually called, the wheat. Jeez. And, boy, I am not good at this. Anyway, after that, we will get the sugar cane, and we will make a bunch of paper, and now we have all the things we need to go back to the village and make some more emeralds, because we are going to need a lot of emeralds. Here's the thing, though. Before we do any of that, we got to make a couple of more farms. I know it sounds like I'm procrastinating. It sounds like I'm putting off the inevitable, but these really are important. I've got to make an iron farm, and I've got to make an XP farm. So I'm going to do that really quick. Believe me, I have made plenty of iron farms. This is going to go by just like that. All I got to do is get some of these resources together, get myself set up. You can watch this fancy flyover video I made of me putting it together. In the meantime, I'll capture some villagers. I'll drag them back. I'll get this guy to chase me up here. I'll lock him in. Come on. And then after all of that, it didn't work. I don't know what happened. I've built a lot of these. I've watched other people build a lot of these. It's just nothing. So what did I do? Got drunk and I tore down this some bitch. Seriously though, I don't know what happened. So I tore it down. I saved the villagers that I had because no sense in rehaving to do all that. Rehaving? That's a word somewhere, I'm sure. But no, I saved the villagers, tore the rest of it down. I'm going to leave them in place. And we're going to rebuild something that I actually saw on the internet. And then, of course, in the midst of tearing this down and quote-unquote saving the villagers, all hell breaks loose. I open the villagers' little prison up, thinking that they're going to go to their beds. And no, they go down the stairs. Should I have done this during the day where this wasn't a problem? Maybe, but I thought they were going to go to bed. They didn't go to bed, and now it's... Bye, guys. Oh, you leaving too? Okay, yeah, look at me when you walk away, you son of a bitch. Okay, so I was actually able to save one guy. Well, I didn't so much save him as he just returned to his roots, saw that I had a composter, and went back to his life as a farmer. The only problem is now I've got to seal up at least a section of this farm to keep him trapped in and safe from zombies and whatnot, because the village, I believe, is either out of villagers or very close to it, so I need to save all that I can in order to make more. So I got him all sealed in, made him a bed. Walls are too high, so I just need to put his bed in. I made him too high so he can't jump out. So we're just going to come over here, and of course he's jumped out because I did not consider the chests. So, cool. Now, man, I don't know. Just... Alright, so got him wrangled. Let's drag him back to the farm if I can do this without snapping my leash. How are we going to get in here? Guess we'll just lock him in this way. Alright, you, smash you, drag you in here. Come on. There we go. Seal this up before I let him loose and he runs away again in the dead of night, because that's my life, that's why. Anyway, alright, so he's back in. Walls, I believe, are now high enough, and we should be good to go to finish this iron farm. This particular design I got from Avoman, so I'm not going to take you through the step-by-step because you can just as easily watch his tutorial. He's much better at this stuff than I am, especially explaining everything. So suffice it to say, I got the design from Avomance. Not sure if it was his or he's doing someone else. Doesn't really matter. But the point is, it works. And that's all that matters. And that sound you hear is the sweet sound of a successful iron farm producing iron that will go to many greater... Whatever. Okay, now I'm just being an ass. Look, the farm works. That's what matters. And now that that's done, we can move on to the next farm, our XP farm. Again, this is not my design. I got this from Avomance, and rather than take you step by step on how to do this thing, we're just going to go the Cliffs Notes, and we'll break it down as we go like that. First thing I did was pick a mountaintop fairly close to the base, but away from everything so that in case there's any extra spawning, none of my farms or anything gets attacked. Next thing we do is we dig out 5x5 base. And after that, we fill in said base. Now, Avomance did say that this part was not necessary, but he did it, so I'm going to do it, so we're doing it. Okay, something he did not do, but I'm going to do for an easy climb down is put this little hole of water so I can jump into it from the top of this thing. In case I need to make a hasty retreat or something. Or I just feel like tempting fate. And now comes the squirrely part. We're going to build up 128 levels high, 2 stacks of this brick. He used scaffolding. There's no bamboo in my area. I don't care to go look for bamboo. That's a later project. It's not what we need to complete our goal of the Ender Dragon and all that. So I'm just going to use bricks and ladders to get up and down. But we're starting off with 128 levels high. We are halfway there. And this is what the world looks like from 128 blocks atop a mountain. My render distance is not great. And then after that, from the center out, we're going to build 5 in every direction. So we're going to make a platform 11 by 11 blocks square. Then we're going to put in our storage system, at least our bottom level storage system. Just like that, just a couple of chests and a hopper. And we're going to connect the hopper to what will be the 3rd level, like that. And then we are going to build the wall on the outside of this platform to 3 blocks high. And that will be our storage chamber, I guess, if you want to call it. You could have built the walls first. It doesn't matter. I do things the way I do things. You do the way you do things and stuff. Look, you talk normal. I talk fucked up. All right, with the walls 3 high, we're going to go and put in our ceiling. We're going to use half slabs for that for a couple of reasons. One, it feels like you have a little more headspace in the room. You're not just 2 blocks as tall as you are, and you're smacking your head. Not that you would smack your head, but the other reason is half slabs. You get double the bricks. So I've got all of these stone bricks, these deep slate bricks. I use them. I convert them to half slabs, and now I've got twice as many. So we're going to use those to make our ceiling. And I believe, I'm not 100% on this, but I also believe that half slabs are not spawnable. I don't know if they're not spawnable placed as the top half of the brick, meaning it would be level with a normal brick, or if they're only not spawnable if they're on the lower brick. Because, like, I don't know if you've laid a half slab down on the bottom on the bottom half of a brick, and you try and put a torch on it, the torch just floats in the air. So I don't know if that's what they wouldn't spawn on, or if it's just the entire concept of a half slab that will keep things from spawning out. Regardless, I guess it doesn't matter. This is what we're doing. This is how we're building our roof, and that's the next step. Okay, so now on top of the roof, we've got our chest there. Whoops. Let's fix this. Shoot back. Double chest on top of the hopper that leads into our storage room. From there, we're going to put another chest on top of you. Oops. And then we're going to get these hoppers and put that into that chest. This is why we needed the iron farm, because look, we're about to place like 9 hoppers on this thing for our collection system. So it's into there and into there. And then on the sides, we're going to go into there. Come on, there, and over there. And I'm out of hoppers. One moment, please. Okay, I've built up around the hoppers. Just going to put these last 3 in. See if we can do this without falling in. We go in there, and 1, 2, and 3. And there's our collection system. We also made a bunch of wool carpet to lay down on top of the hoppers. And this will keep the bad guys from dying when they fall on this. They will sort of bounce up and down on this carpet. They'll take damage, but they won't die. So that's our kill chamber, basically. Just a 5x5 chamber, 9 hoppers in the middle, surrounded by, I'm putting glass because that's how Avo did it, and I think it looks nice. And we can also see who needs to be murdered and who doesn't. And that's this part, but we're not done yet. We still got to build on top of this. Okay, so now we need to build 20 levels on top of this, and to help me do that, I'm just going to hold 20 ladders. That way I know when I run out of ladders, I'm at the 20th level. I don't have to worry about losing track. So we're going to build this tube up, I guess. We're going to build this up 20 more levels. And that is what it looks like when you condense 6 minutes into 15 seconds. So here we are, level 20, putting our last ladder down, and we are good to go to the next portion of this build. And this is where things start to get squirrely. We've got to build legs off of this center column 8 feet out. My pinky is going to be so sore from holding the crouch button. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to go 2 columns wide, or 2 lengths wide, whatever you want to call it. Going 2 wide, 8 out. 8. So that's 9 total from the hole, I guess, if you want to do it. Now we're going to skip, and we're going to do this on the same corner of each side. So what you're going to have when you're done is this sort of offset propeller looking thing. But you see how each leg is on the same corner as you go around? So from here, you're going to build walls around each of these all the way to the end. So it's 8, no, 7, no. Jeez, I can count, I promise. I'm actually good at math. So there's that. And we're going to go ahead and build on top of these 2. But we'll bring out this wall first. See? Easy. I know I'm going to eat it off of this thing. And right there on the edge, on the 9th blocks. Just like that. And we're going to do this 2 high on each leg. And where's my ladder? Did I already? We'll worry about that later. And it's later. We're just about done. We are 2 blocks high on the perimeter of this level. I found my ladder. It's in a problematic area, but we'll take care of that later. We are going to light this place up for now because it will spawn it will spawn bad guys at this point if the sun goes down. So I'm going to light this up, and then we are going to get some trapdoors and move on to the next phase. And that is exactly what I didn't want to do, but I guess it's better than falling to the earth. Anyway, to the trapdoors. So we're going to take, we've got like 84 trapdoors or something. It's a lot. We're going to take it out. We're going to put them not like that. Open you up. So now we have 83 trapdoors. Side by side, we're going to just place them, open up like that. That and here. Somehow. Just like that. Okay. Then we're going to open all of them. And we're going to leave them open. We're going to do the same thing with these perimeter legs. And with all the trapdoors laid out, we move on to these slabs. Now, some of you might be thinking, why are the bricks different? You've got deep slate bricks for most of this project, and now you've just got raw deep slate. Well, I'll tell you, I had to go mining for more deep slate cobble. Unfortunately, my regular pickaxe was near death, my Fortune 3, which will mine out normal stone. So I had to switch to my silk. What I didn't know is that my stone cutter won't take a silk touch or you know, a deep slate stone in its raw form and convert it to these bricks. It will only do that with deep slate cobble. So that's why we have 2 bricks. Look, this thing's like 150 blocks up in the air. No one's ever going to see it. No one's ever going to play on this world. It's just me. I don't care. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to work. So what we're doing now is covering it all up again with a deep slate slab. And what we're going to do is we're going to square off this whole thing. I don't know why we need to square off the entire thing. There's nothing for anything to spawn underneath these empty spaces, but this is how Avoman's told me to do it. This is how I'm going to do it. So this is what we're doing. Now I'm out of slabs, so I got to go make more. So down the ladder, 20-something levels. And things are already dropping. I heard him coming down. So it works. That is a great success. I'm going to spare you the rest of the build since we know this thing works. And here's why we're going through all of this trouble. So you'll see I put my Fortune 3 axe in my offhand. Now every time I kill one of these guys, I'm going to get the XP. That XP is going to jump to my offhand and recharge that axe because it has bending on it. That's why I wanted those enchantments. So I've only been doing this for a couple minutes. I've already healed the axe up like good 50 points. So this is a good thing that I just did. Honestly, I've never got a mob farm to work. I've tried them in Bedrock, never worked out for me. I make them on accident all the time. No problem there, but when I build one intentionally, never works. This one is working. I'm happy. Now we can recharge all of our weapons and our armor as that starts to get enchanted and whatnot. Our weaponry, everything's going to be great. I did forget to seal these up, so if any babies form, they will escape out this back end, but we're going to seal that up right now. Anyway, that all aside, this is a success. I still don't know how to talk, but we did get an iron farm completed. With the iron from that farm, we were able to build all the hoppers that we needed to create this mob farm. We are now gaining XP. We are now mending. Everything is rocking and rolling. We got a lot done today, and we are that much closer to the Ender Dragon. So that's going to do it for today. As always, thank you for watching, especially if you've made it all the way to the end. Y'all real ones. My 4 subscribers now. We picked up another one this week, so that's pretty sweet. And next week we will continue. We will probably take care of the villagers and get all that stuff sorted out. Not looking forward to it. Whatever. Bye.